If you think 2 Peter 3:10 is talking about the destruction of the planet by fire, then you need to watch this video. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up." Now, if you just trust this translation and you don't understand what the rest of the Bible is talking about, then I see how you can come to that conclusion. I want to focus in on this word elements for this video. The Greek word translated as elements in this verse is stoicheion, and it means any first thing or first principle. And this word is used 2 times in Colossians 2 and 2 times in Galatians 4, and I'm going to look at that with you. Colossians 2:8, "Beware lest anyone cheat you according to the first principles," that's stoicheion, "of the world, and not according to Christ." So these first principles are in opposition to Christ. That's certainly not talking about the elements that make up the world, such as tree and water and air. The context goes on to explain, "So let no one judge you in food or in drink or regarding a festival or new moon or Sabbaths, which are a shadow of things to come, but the substance is of Christ." You see, this is making a reference to the law of Moses. And it's saying that the law of Moses was simply shadows pointing to Christ. But once Christ came, Christ was the substance that people needed to pay attention to and give up on those first principles of the Torah. Therefore, if you died with Christ from the first principles of the world, why, as though living in the world, do you subject yourself to regulations? You see, Jesus came to fulfill the law and to make it obsolete so that we could be free from the bondage to law. But yet many people still want to subject themselves to regulations and rules of the Torah. Now let's look at Galatians 4. "Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the first principles of the world." That's the Torah. "But when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth His Son to redeem those who were under the law," under Torah, the first principles. And how is it that you turn again to the weak and beggarly first principles, to which you desire again to be in bondage? You see how these first principles, the stoicheion, is pointing to the law, the bondage of law, which was the first principles of the world. 2 Peter 3:10 is using Passover language. It is the fulfillment of Passover. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass over with a great noise, and the Torah, the first principles, will be annulled by fervent heat. Both Israel, the land, and the works of the law will be burned up." And that's exactly what happened in 70 AD. Let me give a shout out to the gentle Gentile for inspiring me to make this video today.